Hi there, everybody. How are you? I'm sorry it took a while to write back, but I only just found it. So I'm going to listen to the question and then answer.
How did it feel to play a character with no name? Did her not having a name influence your performance in any way?
Yeah, it was pretty upsetting that she didn't have a name on a lot of different levels. And this also answers the last question, I believe. I definitely did give her a name. I gave her the name Daisy. Um, I understood it was a conscious choice by John Steinbeck not to give her a name. It's, I don't know, maybe even a tad patriarchal, and she was just overlooked the way women oftentimes are only seen for a certain kind of sexual reason. Okay, here's the next one. Let's see. How did I prepare for the role, and did I base the performance on anything or anyone? What I learned as an actor that the most is that what I have to give, the most that I have to give is my truth, illuminate sort of my human struggle, always be aware of what's going on and how I want to grow as a person. So I'm sure that in different ways, as a woman, as a young woman, there was a feeling of being trapped, of only being seen for what I looked like. And we actually set the wardrobe up so that from the first time you see her, which is more vibrant, to the last time you see her, where she's in then just a white little dress with red dots on it. It almost looked like a nurse's dress to me. And that was like, we wanted to make that change from like, you see her as this way and this threat, to men and this and that. And then you get to see who she is, and she's alone and she wants to talk to people. And yeah, let's see, next question.
So, my name is Chantel, and
Chantel.
a question that in the movie, it seems your character has a Viet accent. How did you decide on the voice you want to use, and what did you do to perfect it?
Okay, so Chantel's question was about the faint accent that she could hear. Oftentimes in a film, there will be somebody overseeing all the accents and making sure they all sound the same. But in this instance, that did not happen. Gary Sinise, the director, and who played George, the actor who played George, just said to have a faint, light southern thing going. So, yeah, I just tried to lightly do it. I hope it didn't, I hope it just was a little bit enough that it gave it a flavor. But, yeah, that was that. Okay.
Hi, my name is Luis, and I was wondering, was it difficult to film your death scene? Did you have a stunt double?
Was it difficult to film the death scene? It was. And it was because it was a really long scene, and there's a lot of things going on emotionally there. And yeah, and it's just sad. You can't, help but to feel things as an actor. That's what I do. Yeah, it made me sad, and it was hard, and it was, I think it was like a 5 or 6 page scene. No, I didn't have a stunt double. But I did get the stunt double because we shot that scene all day long. And so the next day when they find Daisy face down, then there was a stunt double. Thank God.
Hi, my name is Bryce. What would you like people to
Another question.
the film to take away from your performance? Do you think playing this character would have helped other people who are struggling to find their own identity?
It's a good question. So, what do I want people to take away from the film, and do I think that it could help other people struggling to find their identity? To me, the film is a love story. It's a love story between these two wonderful friends, and I always felt that George probably needs Lenny more than Lenny needs George. And then Crooks, and he's all alone, and it really just shows, his beautiful, sad character, that being alone is horrible. You can go crazy, and you can break your heart. That can break your heart. So companionship, friendship, a love story kind of bond between those two. Do I think it might help somebody find their identity? I don't know. In a perfect world, at the very least, maybe she would inspire somebody to stand up for themselves. Yeah, I think that's the most that she could do, sweet as she is stand up for herself. A closing thing that was kind of beautiful was that in the book, she's really mean. She's much, angrier. She threatens to get Crooks lynched. I mean, and she is probably more of a tease, and, like that. Not that even someone like that would deserve any form of abuse that the husband was obviously giving her. But it was so cool because it's the only character that Gary Sinise chose to reinterpret, and he felt that she was more of a sad angel, and that she was completely alone and being abused, and all of these things, and really wanted to connect with people and be loved like we all do, like you all do. And I really think that was admirable of him. John Steinbeck is classic literature, and he changed Curly's wife, and he even added a scene to hopefully give people more of an understanding and have compassion for her, where she comes and tells the guys that Curly broke all of her records. Yeah, it was one of the coolest experiences of my life. It was beautiful people to work with, beautiful language to speak, and really deeply honest. And thanks for the great questions. And I think in closing, just everybody is worth so much. And almost all of us don't know it or feel it. But the most that we can give through our work, our art, our writing, our acting, our singing, our being a parent, our being a computer consultant, being a social worker, being whatever we choose to do. Just give our heart, be honest, be pure, give what you want to give back. And there's art in every single moment There's beauty in every single moment. And it inspired me for this beautiful teacher to show me all your faces and show me around your school. And after doing this for all these years, this gives me so much pride that y'all are watching a movie that I did in a teaching capacity. Because sometimes I've had to do films that I didn't like. Anyway, that's it for me. Sending you all lots of love and light. And may God bless you. And may you seek the Father. Bye-bye.